welcome to part 2 of my kitchen rental home remodel. So today we're going to focus on the countertops. Y'all saw how long the cabinets were. They came out so beautiful, but make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, stay connected with me on this journey. I have lots more home videos coming from spring through the summer. My goal is to be done with this house by the end of August. But yes, I'm going to show you guys quick. The contact paper I already kind of started. So it's over here. It is nice, but let me let you know. You need to move slow, okay? You see these air bubbles? Yeah, they come up easily. I decided not to redo this. I'm like, it's pretty good. You barely can see it. Plus, I'm probably gonna have stuff here maybe on my countertops, but move really slow. It's really thick and really nice to clean. So I'm not worried about it. Also, to get rid of air bubbles, I haven't done it yet, but you just pop them and then smooth it out. It'll be fine. But yeah, I didn't do much air bubbles, so I was like, this will work. But it does come a little short, you see, so you're gonna have to have multiple rolls to like fill a full countertop, especially these are the countertops I'm working with. This side is a lot bigger. So yes, but it's so pretty. It's like a nice marble with like a hint of gray brown, so I like it. I think it matches the vibes of the kitchen. But without further ado, let's get it cracking. I'm just gonna put it on for you guys like I did my other video.
Okay guys, so first we want to start by moving our stove. If you have countertops right next to your stove, you want to get the full top body. As you can see, well, I hope you guys can tell that this contact paper is super thick. Like, it feels like real marble and it's super shiny for easy cleaning. But because of that, I noticed the bubbles were like going ham, y'all. Like, I was getting so irritated. This is a good clip though. But as you see how tight I am on it, like I'm literally like pushing down. Like, you got to push hard with this one. And make sure you're getting it nice and tight. Like, I'm not moving fast. This is actually sped up, and that's how slow I'm moving. So I'm like, I was pushing down smooth, and I was keeping the paper on the back right next to it as I'm going. Like, you do not want to move fast at all. And then here on the side, you see I'm just like pulling it down with my hands to get a tight finish, as tight as possible. I shouldn't have actually cut that side piece, but I made it work. But cut off the excess on the bottom, and then you want to cut in to fold it over, and then just keep cutting off excess. Sorry, my head kept getting in the way, but you see I'm kind of like just cutting off excess as when I fold it. And yes, so since I cut that piece, I did not want to start over, so I was just like, whatever, I'll just put a piece on, and it worked fine. And plus, I'm putting a piece of furniture right next to this for like a coffee nook, so I didn't really care, you know. Again, this is just temporary, something nice to have, y'all. Don't be a perfectionist. That's what helped me to just get this done. So this isn't that wide. I will say I didn't like that about this contact paper, but I made it work. I just added an extra quarter of a strip to finish off the look, and then you just kind of want to cut on the overlay again so that the line isn't so harsh and it can try to flow seamlessly together. You can still see the line in person, but it's a countertop, like a temporary one at that, so who cares? I thought it still looked great. And again, cut at that diagonal, fold down, cut excess off, and then fold down. Boom. Okay, so that was the vertical way of doing it. I ended up doing this horizontal way throughout the rest of the countertops because it just flowed better with that line part, because it actually was bothering me when I started to look at it. So I would take it horizontally, still move it slow. You guys, I'm super tight on it. Like, I'm not letting that paper go. And then I'm pulling. You see how I'm pulling it to make it stretch down? It just helped produce less. This is actually my best countertop that I did out of all of them. Then I'm going in vertically up top. So I did a big horizontal strip, then vertically up top. It just makes it look nicer. and then I'm cutting the overlay. And I felt like look at that, like look at the marble flowed. It looks the best in person too. Like the marble flowed perfectly. And the line just didn't seem as, the demarcation didn't seem as bad when I did that. And again, you guys, like slow and steady. So look, see, I'm literally taking each part. Like I'm not pushing it down too fast. The paper is right on its tail, like pretty much. So, and it's sped up again. And then I'm cutting that overlay portion. This is sped up, y'all, and it still looks like it's slow, right? So you just cut off the excess. Boom. Boom. This paper cuts quick, and I'm just again using a little blade. And then you want to cut as close as possible to the sink to give it a full look. So that's what I'm doing. It's just cutting off any excess that was on the sink, or it was overlaying on the sink. And look at that, y'all. That looks so much better. So definitely do it this way, the horizontal way. And then I'm just showing you another scene here. I actually don't have a lot of countertop space in this townhouse at all. Like this was it. So that's why this video is so short. But if you have a lot, just take your time, follow the same technique. You see I'm like slowly moving back. I'm not pulling the paper out, and pull it, like literally stretch it so that, I don't know why it just produced less air bubbles when I did it that way, when I was like pulling on it from the back. And then also like I'm pounding down, like I'm going chop chop chop, like pound down on it a little bit as you're smoothing. Okay, and then again, oh, that's another thing I want to tell you guys. Go in sections, like don't do big sections, because when you, besides that horizontal one, and even that was scary, but you see how I just like cut smaller sections because it just made it easier to work with. And voila, we are done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment for part 3, which is the flooring. I thought this countertop turned out great. I will let you guys know how it holds up over time, but you know, it looks good to me. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a blessed day or night.